Here we go. We got September 22nd, 2025. And the topic on my mind today is this is where we've gone wrong in the evolution of training and coaching sports. Okay? Where we've gone wrong is that everyone thinks they're a guru now. Everyone feels like they can watch videos on how to do good fundamentals in baseball, and they can coach good fundamentals in baseball. And sure, they can coach good fundamentals. Maybe they get kids to get better fundamentally because, look, the fundamentals, believe it or not, are the easiest part of the game to coach. They're really not that hard. But we decide to make it rocket science, and we decide to harp on the fundamentals. When in reality, it's impossible to have perfect fundamentals. In reality, you can't think about dropping your shoulder, not dropping your shoulder, and then going into an at-bat and think about not dropping your shoulder. But that's how we teach these young kids. And that's how they grow up. And that's what makes baseball so hard, because we don't teach it the right way. Now, what the older generations had better, they had that mentality, man. They might have not had that perfect fundamental training. They might not have been able to look up every video on YouTube of how to hit your perfect swing. And now you got all these guys who argue the perfect way to swing like it's some like someone's gonna be like the number one almighty. This is how you swing. It don't work like that, man. But what the old generation had is they had that mentality, man. They had that mentality. And that's how what we got to coach this new generation. This new generation, the way we coach them, it's like, oh, you'll get unlimited chances. Nah, like, what if you don't get unlimited chances? You know, what if you don't get unlimited chances? Because you really don't, right? You might get one opportunity to impress a coach. You might get one opportunity at a tryout. You might get one opportunity to face a kid that's committed to D1. There's 20 schools there to watch him. You might only get one chance to hit off of him. But that one chance could get you somewhere. But we don't train like that. We train for these perfect fundamentals, and we just rep it out, because we let these kids think that they can always get one more. Okay, and I think one more is good sometimes. You want to end on a good note in a cage, end on a good note. But it's misleading to let these kids think that you can really always get one more. Because you really can't. There's some opportunities that you don't get back. And that's a mentality thing. That has nothing to do with fundamentals. And everyone's like, oh, this generation ain't the same. Go watch that other video, because I already told you why this generation's different. Move on from that, okay? I'm fascinated about how we can best try to coach these kids to be the best generation of baseball players that ever existed. How are you telling me that the batting averages are as low as they've ever been? And there's the most education out now on how to have a perfect fundamental swing, right? Think about it. If Teacher Man had the best way, everyone would hit like that, but it's not the best way. There's flaws. If swinging around water bags was the best way, everyone would do it. It wouldn't even be a question. If swinging down on the ball, like A-Rod talks about, if that was the best way, everyone would do it. But this is what's hard. And people say like the thoughts or whatever. People can say the thoughts or whatever that you think. Oh, snap, like Teacher Man talks about, snap, back leg, all that, woo. Swing down on the ball, A-Rod, oh, it's a thought, yep, okay, water bags, oh, I'm just trying to flow, okay, yeah, that's good. They're all good thoughts. But none of them are a mentality, like, I'm not going to let this pitcher get me out, okay? That's a mentality. I used to play the game, I used to be like, I want to get in flow with the game. I want to get in rhythm with the game. If the game was a song, I want to be in rhythm with the game, okay? Because that's when I felt like it was a flow state, okay? Those are mentalities. Those are ways we can coach the kids. Those things are tangible skills, get this, that last beyond baseball. You can try to teach a kid a perfect fundamental swing, but just like math class, what are we going to use this for when we get older? What is he going to use a perfect fundamental swing for beyond life? Teach him the fundamentals. And then teach him the mentality. Teach him the mentality because the mentality lasts beyond the game of baseball. Teaching a kid how to compete, how to win, that lasts beyond. And everyone's not winners, okay? I get that, okay? But if you teach them good habits that produce winning results, they won't win every time. But at least they'll be on the right path. They'll have good habits. But that's a shift. This is a shift in the game. No one's talking about the game like this because baseball is America's pastime. It's whatever, oldest sport, whatever. This game's archaic. And the way they're trying to make the game newer is by making new rules, by adding certain flashy things to the game, all these physical things. What about the mentality? Where's the guys that want it so bad they compete so hard? Where's the guys that lock in and they're so good that it's like a meditative state and they're unbelievable at their craft? You're telling me these dudes make millions and they can't figure out how to hit 400? Come on, man. I'm not buying it. And that's because this game, baseball, has been played over and over. This track's been played over and over, excuse me. This movie's old. This song's old. It's time for a shift in the game of baseball. And the only way that shift can happen is if people begin to wake up and realize that this perfect fundamental talk, sure, it probably, a lot of people probably make a living off fundamentals. There's probably coaches who made a living, made a career off fundamentals, and they have a backlog of kids that have become really good. But this is where pointing the finger and saying that certain kids got it and certain kids don't. Well, yeah, certain kids got the mentality. What if we coach the mentality? But yeah, nah, maybe that's too hard. Yeah, that's hard. No one's done that before. Maybe, not every kid's gonna make it. Not every kid's good. No, that's too hard. I can't even begin to wrap my head around. Stop, dude. Stop coping with it. I'm giving you a thought that can change the game of baseball. This is the future of baseball. Whether you guys realize it or not, eventually you'll realize. Mentality, coaching mentality, it's the future of baseball. And nothing's forever. But to take this version of baseball where we're at in today's age in 2025 to the next level, it's a mentality thing. It's not a fundamental thing. Undiscovered Prospects. Discover yourself so the world can discover you. Peace.